Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. We loud and clear. Does everybody hear clearly? About to get this Beat Economy 500 popping off. Make sure we loud and clear. Everybody can hear clearly before we get started. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Dope, dope, dope. Coming through loud and clear. That's good to hear. Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to everybody watching, ready to get this popping off. Shouts out to everybody out there from Buffalo. I see you. Shout out to Detroit, New York, Atlanta. Shout out to Virginia, Florida, Texas, Cali, Jersey, Toronto, Montreal, Van City, Vancouver, Scotia, Alberta. Shout out to everybody overseas, Africa, everybody in India, China, Europe, UK, Australia, all of that, South America, the Caribbean, all of that. Shout out to everybody. So we got 8 producers tonight. It's going to be a best of 3 for 3 rounds. So every round is a best of 3. We got some returning champs. We got the winner from last week, Lincoln the Crux, coming back, doing his thing. So he's going to be defending his title. You know, he won the Beat Economy 500 last week. So he's back for, see if you can do that for a 2-peat or repeat and go for the 3-peat after that. We also got the 3-peat champ, Caleb from Beat Economy 200. Just did a 3-peat, so he'll be back. He's here tonight, I should say. So he's gonna see if he can, go from a 3-peat in the 200 and take the 500 as well. So we're gonna see how that goes. We also got White Boy. We got Omar Wave. We got the Man with Many Styles. We got First Owl. We got Prideswell, Uncommon, and Lincoln the Crux. Lincoln the Crux, as I said, and King Caleb. And most definitely, I like to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Sometimes the fathers get a tough rap. They don't get the props they deserve, but we definitely want to take that moment to say what's up and Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, especially those that can manage being a father and a producer, because production takes a lot of your time, and it's kind of hard to balance relationships, family, and all that stuff when you're a producer, because this game is nonstop in the studio grinding. So shout out to all the producers out there who manage to juggle being a father and a producer at the same time. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into this. As I said, it's 8 producers, so best of 3 rounds. To vote, you guys already know how to vote. Exclamation vote space 1 or exclamation vote space 2. And we're just going to jump right into this. So first up, we got White Boy going up against Omar Wave. So they got 60 seconds each. That's the drill. After that, we go to the polls. You guys have 60 seconds to pick producer 1 or producer 2. So everything is judged by you, the viewers. So we're going to get right into it. No further ado. Producer number 1, White Boy, 60 seconds. Let's go.
White Boy, killing them. All right, so that's the opening beat to open up the battle. I hope that gave you some good energy as we get into this battle right here tonight. So that's the opening beat, opening round. To set this off, White Boy coming with that drill. Let's see what Omar Wave got the same response to that. 60 seconds. Let's go. that felt well. That sat really well. So we're gonna go to the polls and see what you guys thought about that. See how you guys are rocking with that. So the drill again. Just give me 1 second. We're gonna set this up right. Don't vote just yet. But the drill is exclamation vote space 1 or exclamation vote space 2. Don't vote just yet. All right, polls are now open. Exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy, exclamation vote space 2 for Omar Wave. Make sure you vote correctly. Just putting a number 1 or a number 2 doesn't cut it. That won't count for anything. So it's got to be exclamation vote space 1, exclamation vote space 2. If you don't vote correctly, you're doing a disservice to the producer that you actually like, the beat you actually like, because it doesn't count. Got about 10 seconds left on the polls. We're gonna see who's gonna take this first round. Polls are now closed, and it is a tie. Crazy. First one out, and it's a tie. I guess that's how the night's gonna be. Very interesting battle. So we're gonna go to the second beat and see how this plays out. Yeah, second beat from White Boy. 60 seconds. Let's go.
White Boy, killing them.
All right, so that's second beat from White Boy. We're gonna jump into Omar Wave. Since that was a tie the first round, we got to make sure we shake it up this round so we don't get that again. But Omar Wave, second beat, 60 seconds. And by the way, make sure you guys vote correctly or it doesn't count. You might that one vote that you didn't put in correctly could have changed that tie from being, a decisive winner. So anyway, second beat from Omar Wave. A producer that takes his time with it, formulate and structure everything right. Anyway, we're gonna go to the polls. Let's see if we can break this tie thing going on right now. So 60 seconds. Exclamation vote space 1 is White Boy. Exclamation vote space 2 is Omar Wave. Do not type anything other than that or it won't count. Polls are now open. 60 seconds. You voted already, it didn't count. Start voting now, so just retype your vote. Some people voted before it actually opened up. Just retype your vote.
Shout out all the producers in the chat. Producers supporting producers is what it's about. Artists supporting producers. Yeah, this poll is totally different from the last one. 10 seconds left on the polls. See who takes the second round. And polls are closed. Okay, producer number 1, White Boy, taking that one. So that's a clear 1.5 to a half. So we're going to go to the third beat. Let's see if this wraps it up or not. First beat, I should say the third beat from White Boy, 60 seconds. Let's go.
Gunshot is some pussy will clean shave. Gunshot be a glider. A man come again run that to have some boy Batman no big friend from way back Roswell. A skill 45 make some boy face all bend. What? Them done what?
White boy.
Run that on the track.
All right, White Boy came with it. White Boy came to battle. Omar Wave came to battle too. So let's see what he got for the third beat. Let's see if we end this here or something crazy goes on after this, because you know sometimes we just do it spontaneous. So we'll see where it goes. 60 seconds from Omar Wave. All right, this was a dope first round, a very, very dope first round. I salute both producers, White Boy, Omar Wave. However this goes, however this plays out, salute both of y'all because y'all both doing your thing tonight. But we're going to the polls to see what the audience thinks. 60 seconds, exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy, exclamation vote space 2 for Omar Wave. Polls are now open. So 30 seconds left on the polls as the votes come in. We're going to see how this plays out. Is it White Boy moving on to the next round, or is it Omar Wave? Either way it goes, both producers definitely showed out today. Both definitely did their thing. So salute to both producers. 10 seconds left on the polls.
polls are closed, and White Boy is moving on to the next round. But definitely salute to Omar Wave. Definitely did your thing. All your beats were fire. Definitely appreciate it. The chat appreciate it. So hope to see you back at the next battle, either it's Thursday or Sunday. Either way, you definitely did your thing. So shout out to Omar Wave coming through and slapping them with some heat. All right, so moving on. Next round up, we got one of the vets back in it again. We got the man with many styles, and we got Mr. First Owl representing that Cali flavor. So we're gonna see how this one plays out. First up is the man with many styles, 60 seconds. Yeah, as they're saying in the chat, big up on my wave. You definitely did your thing. But the man with many styles, 60 seconds, first beat of the first round. Let's see what you got.
You're live in the mix. A mix with DJ Ron. In the mix. In the mix.
Damn. Hey, the name says it all. The man with many styles. You never know what he's going to come with, and we definitely appreciate that here. Bringing out some creativity, some uniqueness, something different, because you never know where that. I never knew where that beat was going to go, so I appreciate that, keeping everybody on edge with that. But First Style, 60 seconds, first beat of the first round. Let's see what you got.
You think you know me, you want you know me.
I think it's fair to say First Style got a bone to pick. First Style got a bone to pick with y'all producers out there. He wants to fight with y'all. So we're gonna go to the polls and see what the audience thinks about both beats. You had a chance to hear 60 seconds from the man with many styles and the man with First Style. So 60 seconds on the polls. Exclamation vote space 1 for the man with many styles. Exclamation vote space 2 for First Style. Polls are now open. Bringing the fire. Everybody's coming out the round swinging tonight. That's dope. Appreciate that for real. For those that don't know, tuning in, it's $500 on the line tonight. So that might be the reason everybody's bringing that fire. Who couldn't use an extra $500 in their pocket right now? So in about an hour or so, one of these producers will be walking away with the bag, $500. That's how it goes on Beat Economy 500. If you're a producer that wants to battle, hit the website, battleofthebeatmakers.com. You can battle for 200, you can battle for 500, and in July, you can battle for 1,000. So we bring in all three battles in July. Beat Economy 200, Beat Economy 500, Beat Economy 1,000.
with judges for 1,000, by the way. All right, polls are about to close. Producer number 1 taking that, the man with many styles. So he pulled out some magic out of his hat, the man with many styles. So we're gonna go to the second beat from the man with many styles and see what happens here. So second beat, the man with many styles. Let's go. Alright, second beat from the man with many styles. As I said, everybody's bringing their heat tonight. Ain't nobody playing no games. $500 is at stake. Let's see what First Style got for a second beat. 60 seconds, let's go.
You think you know me?
Damn, niggas is bringing it tonight. I don't even know how this is gonna go, but salute once again to both producers. Whichever way it goes, just know you're both fire with it. We're gonna go to the polls and see what the crowd thinks. Yeah, as they saying in the crowd, the mixing is great. There was definitely some dope mixing on that one. 60 seconds. Polls are now open. Exclamation vote space 1 for the man with many styles. Exclamation vote space 2 for First Owl. 60 seconds. Make sure you vote correctly. And we're going to see how this plays out. Dope round. Very, very dope round. I salute both producers once again. Yeah, this would be dope to have a round 3 because they definitely both coming with it. It deserves a round 3. But it's up to y'all. It's not up to me or anybody behind the board. So we'll see what y'all feel. It's real close right now. Almost a tie. Ten seconds left. And polls are closed. Producer number 1 takes that. The man with many styles. Once again, however that went, both producers are super dope, super nice. First Style's definitely dope. That shit was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I think everybody in the chat agrees to that. It was dope. But, you know, only one winner could win. Only one producer could win. And they voted for the man with many styles for that particular battle. So he'll be moving on to the next round. Let you guys talk for a minute while we load up the next battle. Y'all could discuss what you like, what you didn't like in that battle. Both beats were dope. Yeah, I definitely agree. We should have had a round 3, but it's not anybody behind the board deciding on that. That's what you guys have to decide by your votes. Would have been dope to have a round 3 though. Yo, but let me ask: is the man with many styles in the chat group? Is he in the chat? The man with many styles. Are you in the chat? Okay, I don't think he's actually here with us tonight. He just submitted his beats and let the crowd decide. But the man with many styles is actually not in the chat tonight, so he's not a part of this. But you know, if he wins, he wins. All right, so yeah, he's definitely creative. Y'all want to hear a round 3? We could do a round 3, even though he's not here, and it won't count because you know he already won. But we got an extra beat for this round, so if y'all want to hear a round 3, we could actually drop a round 3 just for the just for the spontaneity of it all. Y'all want to hear? Okay, all right. We're gonna do a round 3 just for the sport. It's not gonna take away from anything. They all got the man with many styles got enough beat for the next round, so it's not no issue. But we're just gonna drop it just to let you hear what else they had in store for the first round. So we're gonna do third beat for the man with many styles, just for the hell of it. Third beat, let's go. Alright, so that's 60 seconds from the man with many styles, just to see what a third beat would have sounded like. Let's go to first style and see what his third beat would have sounded like if it went to a round 3. Yo, that shit is fucking flames. Yo, ow, that shit is flames. Hey, the chat speaks for itself. The chat
You know what I mean? I don't know how the voting goes because you guys vote, but what I see in the chat, it's a clear, decisively who they feel had the heat for that. So, shout out to First Style once again doing his thing and continuing to do his thing. We will have judges for the Beat Economy 1000, so I definitely encourage you to jump in that aisle, because that might be something more for your lane to have judges as opposed to the audience voting, or judging, I should say. So that's coming in July. Stay tuned for that. That shit'll be off the chain. But up next, keeping things moving, we got Prizewell going up against Beat Economy three-peat champion, Kane Caleb. Let's see how this one goes. Prizewell, 60 seconds, first beat, first round. Let's go.
And to make sure history never forgets, the name, Prize.
Mind identifying what you are.
And to make sure history never forgets, the name, Prize.
Energize.
And to make sure history never forgets, the name, Prize.
All right, Prizewell. Wanted to make sure y'all don't forget his name. All right, I hear you. Up next, we got Kane Caleb. First round, first beat, three-peat champ for Beat Economy 200. Let's see how you do in the 500. 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, so that's the first beat from Kane Caleb. We're gonna go to the polls. 60 seconds to decide. Exclamation vote space 1 for Prizewell, or exclamation vote space 2 for Kane Caleb. Polls are now open. About 40 seconds left on the polls. "20 seconds left on the poll. Let's see who takes this first round. Exclamation vote space 1 for Prizewell. Exclamation vote space 2 for Kane Caleb. 10 seconds left on the poll. Got one more round of producers for round 1 before we move on to the second round. Again, it'll be best of 3 all the way through tonight. Polls are closed, and producer number 2, Kane Caleb, taking that one. But it's not over yet. Prizewell got another beat in the stash. 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, Prizewell, we see you for the second beat. Kane Caleb, let's see what you got to say in response to that. 60 seconds, second beat of the first round. Let's go.
Hey, yo, Kane, don't blow the speakers, bro.
All right, Kane Caleb, some people in the chat saying this is an old beat. Maybe so, but old beats don't mean it's not a dope beat. So we're going to see what the polls think. 60 seconds, exclamation vote space 1 for Prizewell or exclamation vote space 2 for Kane Caleb, and polls are now open. Right, polls are flying in. So we gonna see who's going to the next round. Is Kane Caleb gonna have a clean sweep, or is we going to a round 3? 30 seconds left on the polls. Exclamation vote space 1 for Prizewell or exclamation vote space 2 for Kane Caleb. Producers who want to register, once again, it's battleofthebeatmakers.com is the website. Battle for 200, you could battle for 500, or you could battle for 1,000 coming in July, returning in July, I should say. And for 1,000, we'll have guest judges for that battle. All right, polls are closed, and producer number 2, Kane Caleb, clean sweep. But shout out to Prizewell for doing your thing. I think this is the first time we've seen you in a battle here, so salute to you from the producer community. Definitely did your thing. Hopefully have you back at another battle. Either it's a Thursday or a Sunday. It's all good. So Kane Caleb moving on to the next round. Up next, we got another champ. Uncommon going up against Lincoln the Crux. Lincoln is actually the reigning champ from the last Beat Economy 500, so he's back to defend his title. So we got Uncommon going first. 60 seconds, Uncommon. Let's see what you got. Alright, so that's the opening round for Uncommon. We're going to see what Lincoln the Crux got to say in response to that. Shouts out to Botswana, of course. Shouts out to Africa, all the producers in Africa. Hope to have more of you in it. Ghana, Kenya, Ethiopia, Cameroon, Nigeria, South Africa. But for now, we're dealing with Botswana. So 60 seconds, Lincoln the Crux. Let's do it. here. So that's how it goes down for the first opening round for these two producers, Uncommon versus Lincoln the Crux. Again, Lincoln the Crux, the reigning champ from last week, doing his thing. So we're going to go to the polls. 60 seconds. Exclamation vote space 1 for Uncommon, or exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln the Crux. And polls are now open. Getting a lot of love in the comments, so that's dope. Get supported by your fellow producers. Got less than 30 seconds on the polls. It's almost a tie right now. It's pretty close. Ones and twos. So people like both different styles. Gotta always remember, although you might like a certain style, somebody else might have a different ear and they might like something different. So a battle could always go either way. And there's no bots. That doesn't count. So this is actual people voting. Polls are closed, and producer number 1 gets that. So Uncommon gets the first round. Let's see what happens for the second round. Uncommon against Lincoln the Crux. So second beat of the second round. 60 seconds. Let's go. Okay, we hear you loud and clear, Uncommon, coming with it. All right, Lincoln, we're going to see what goes on. Are we going to a round 3? Is this going to be a clean sweep? It's all in your hands with this beat right here. So Lincoln the Crux, 60 seconds. That was a beat to you got to come with something right now. 60 seconds, Lincoln the Crux. Got to salute for the creativity. However this battle goes, however this beat goes, however this round goes, you got to salute producers for creativity, because that's definitely, especially when we get the judges, that's definitely something that they're going to be looking for. Not just a redundant sound, just something different. So without any further ado, we're going to go to the polls of this round. 60 seconds once again. As you know the drill, it's exclamation vote space 1 for Uncommon, or exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln the Crux. Polls are now open. And either way it goes, salute to both producers. Be nice to have a round 3 though. Just putting that out there. Once again, producers are battling for 500,000. I wish it was $500 is the bag for tonight. So producers are definitely bringing their A game, trying to walk home with the bag tonight. Got less than 20 seconds on the polls. Votes are still coming in. Exclamation vote space 1 for Uncommon. Exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln or Crux. Both producers definitely bringing their A game, so salute to both of y'all. 2, 1, and polls are now closed. And producer number 2, Lincoln or Crux, takes that one. So we're going to another third round. Let's see what Mr. Uncommon has for the third beat of the third round. 60 seconds. Let's do it. Very clean, very clean. All right, let's see what Lincoln or Crux, let's see where this is going to go. This is the third and final beat for this round. They're both fighting for the bag. Lincoln or Crux, third beat. Let's go.
I am delivered.
Damn. When the producer doesn't use his whole 60 seconds, you know he's not coming to play. Y'all got 60 seconds. They say 45 seconds is all you get. All right, cool. We're going to the polls. 60 seconds on the polls. Exclamation vote space 1 for Uncommon or exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln or Crux. Let's get this 60 seconds in. Polls are now open. We're going to see who's going to the next round. Fighting for the bag tonight. $500 is at stake. So everybody bringing their A game. Definitely a good look for tonight. 40 seconds left on the polls. Votes are climbing. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. 30 seconds left and the polls are pretty close. So I don't even want to see it until the end. Whoever wins, wins. I wish both of y'all the best. $10 seconds to go. This will end off the first round for tonight. So the polls have closed and producer number 2 takes it by 1 vote. So shouts out to Uncommon. You lost by 1 single vote. You definitely brought the heat. Lincoln or Crux definitely brought the heat. Shouts out to Botswana doing the thing once again. So Lincoln or Crux taking that one. Best out of 3. Moving on to the next round. So we're going to slide right into the second round. We're not going to wait. No intermissions needed. So we got 4 producers remaining. White Boy, the man with many styles, Kane, Caleb, and Lincoln or Crux. First up is White Boy versus the Man with Many Styles. Again, it's best of 3 for this round. So we're going to get right into White Boy. First beat for second round, 60 seconds. Let's go.
White boy killing them.
All right, the opening beat for White Boy for the second round. Let's see what the Man with Many Styles got. 60 seconds. Let's go. Different. The Man with Many Styles. He's living up to his name. So we're going to go to the polls and see what you think. Is it White Boy or is it the Man with Many Styles for that round? Both dope beats, definitely different styles. So, sometimes it's hard to judge when it's so different like that. But anyway, the job is up to y'all in the chats to make that determination. Exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy or exclamation vote space 2 for the Man with Many Styles. Don't vote yet. It doesn't count. Kanisha, vote again. So polls are now open. Only one vote counts, by the way, so if you vote 10 times, it's only counting once. But feel free to type 10 times if you want. Less than 30 seconds left on the polls. That's once again exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy, exclamation vote space 2 for the Man with Many Styles. 20 seconds left on the polls. We're going to see who's going into the finals tonight. But first, they got to get through this best of 3. 10 seconds left on the polls. Shouts out to Gigs in the building. Polls are closed. And White Boy's taking that one for the first beat of the second round. But it's best of 3, so we're going for one more round, maybe even 2 more rounds. White Boy, second beat for the second round, 60 seconds. Let's go. Hold up. Let's pull that back up. Second beat for the second round. Let's do this properly. This is the second beat for White Boy.
White boy killing them.
so that's 60 seconds from White Boy, second beat of the second round. Let's see what the man with many styles got to say in response to that. 60 seconds. Let's do it. All right, 60 seconds from the man with many styles. Someone said in the chat, sound like Jaws was coming. Soundtrack, movie type sound. So that's dope to create something that's different like that. And again, always living up to that name, the man with many styles. But we're gonna go to the polls and see what you, the viewers, have to say about this round. Is White Boy going to the finals, or are we going for best of three? So exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy, or exclamation vote space 2 for the man with many styles. Polls are now open. 60 seconds to vote. Yeah, it's tough sometimes, but you know, you gotta pick one. The polls are coming in. Exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy. Exclamation vote space 2 for the man with many styles. We're gonna see how this goes. Well, 30 seconds left on the polls. Once again, if you want to battle, if you think you're ready to battle, if you think you're up to it, register online at battleofthebeatmakers.com. You can battle for 200. It's 25 to get in for that, to battle for 200. It's $50 to get in this battle to win 500, or you could get into the $1,000 one. It's 100 to get in. $1,000 is the prize. Battleofthebeatmakers.com. Follow us on IG as well at World Beat Battle, as well as on Twitter, World Beat Battle. All right, polls are closed, and it is a clean sweep. White Boy takes that, and we will see you in the finals, Mr. White Boy. All right. Shouts out to the man with many styles. You definitely showed and proved that you are a man with many styles. Definitely a lot of different flavors. Something for movie soundtrack, something for sync and licensing situations. So it's more than just getting your beat to a rapper. You can get your stuff at movies. You can get sync deals, licensing deals, Jaws Part 5, if there is such a thing, you know, things like that. So shouts out to the man with many styles. All right, we're going to move right along. This is the last roundup for the second round. It's the championship round. We got the three-peat champ, Kane Caleb from Beat Economy, 200, going up against last week's reigning champ, Lincoln the Crux, for the 500. So we're going to see who's going to get the bag this week. Is it one of these two? We're going to find out. So, 60 seconds from Kane Caleb. See what you got in store for the second round. All right, opening round for the second round. Kane Caleb, Lincoln the Crux. We're going to see what you got. 60 seconds. Let's go.
Dope round. I'll leave that to you guys to decide on that one. That's just a dope round all around. So I'm gonna go straight to the polls. 60 seconds. Exclamation vote for Kane Caleb or exclamation vote space 1 for Kane Caleb or exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln the Crux. Both beats were dope. So vote however you will. Polls are now open. That was a very, very dope round. Dope producers, 2 champs going at it. Would have been interesting to see them both in the finals, but one of them will be at the finals, and we're going to find out right about now who that's going to be. "30 seconds left on the polls as the votes are streaming in. Salute both producers, both champs. However it goes, you still both champs. You still both dope, so it's all good. Got 5 seconds left on the polls. It's a pretty tight, pretty close round, but the polls are closed. And producer number 2, Lincoln the Crux, getting that first one. But it's not over yet. Kane Caleb still got another beat, or maybe 2 for this round. So Kane Caleb, second beat of the second round. 60 seconds. Let's go.
Hey, yo, Kane, don't blow the speakers, bro.
That was smooth, man, but a rapper could go off on that. That could just get you in a zone. A rapper just go off on that. But next up, we got Mr. Lincoln the Crux. 60 seconds, second beat of the second round. We're going to see if this is a clean sweep or if we go into a round 3 tonight. Second beat of the second round, 60 seconds from Lincoln the Crux. Let's do it.
Africa. What's going on in Botswana though? Like for real, what's going on in Botswana? Where's this coming from, man? You got a beef with the West or something, man? Like, damn. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit, man. But I'm happy you guys both brung the heat. The bag is up for grab, 500 tonight, so it's only right that you guys definitely bring the fire. Kane Caleb is coming with it. Lincoln the Crux is coming with it. We're gonna go to the polls. 60 seconds is exclamation vote space 1 for Kane Caleb or exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln the Crux. Polls are now open. Get your vote in. Let's see who's going to the finals tonight. Or let's see if we go into a round 3 in this round. That would also be dope. I'd love to hear another round with Kane and Lincoln just to see where this goes. But votes are streaming in. I'm sure everybody's pleased with what they're hearing tonight. That's what this is all about. Once again, if you want to register the battle, it's battleofthebeatmakers.com. You just go on the site, you battle for register $25 to win the 200 for Beat Economy 200, $50 to win 500, which is what's happening tonight for the Beat Economy 500. And the Beat Economy 1000 will be back next month. $100 to get you in, $1,000 is the cash prize with guest judges. Less than 10 seconds to go. Another fairly close battle, only within a few points apart. And the polls are closed. And Mr. Lincoln the Crux edges way through. Beat Economy champ from last week is coming through again to the finals, so that's how it goes. Salute to Kane Caleb. He is also a 3-peat champion for the Beat Economy 200. Definitely did his thing, and I'm sure he'll be back to scoop up another bag next week or the week after. But for right now, Lincoln the Crux is going to the finals. We're going to take a quick little intermission, and we'll be right back in like a minute or two. So y'all can talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back. As you might know by now, the finals is going to be White Boy against Lincoln the Crux. So be right back in a minute. All right, we are back, ready to get this popping off. The finals for tonight is White Boy going up against Lincoln the Crux. For the bag, $500 on the table. We're going to see who's going to walk home with that tonight. As I say always, spend it wisely. We're still in pandemic mode for most places in the world, so money's tight in some cases, certain situations around the world. So shout out to all the producers tonight. White Boy, Omar Wave, the man with many styles, First Style, Prize Well, Kane Caleb, Uncommon, and Lincoln the Crux. Shout out to the UK, shout out to Botswana, shout out to Africa.
Florida, Texas, Cali, New York, Jersey, Toronto, Montreal, everybody who was in the battle tonight, Detroit, Boston, what's up? We're going to get into this last best of three. So both producers will have a chance to get the 3 beats off, maybe, or maybe it's just going to be a clean sweep. But we're going to start with White Boy. First beat of the finals, 60 seconds. Let's do it.
White boy killing them.
All right, so that's the opening beat for White Boy for the finals. Let's see what Lincoln Crux got to say in response to that. 60 seconds, Lincoln. Let's do it. Right, that's how you fight for a bag. When $500 is on the line, you come with nothing less than the best. So we're going to go to the polls. Exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy or exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln the Crux. Yeah, the bounce was definitely dope on that. Polls are now open. Polls are coming in. Polls are coming in. Got a little over 30 seconds left. We're going to see who's taking home the bag tonight. White Boy or Lincoln the Crux. Shouts out to both producers, however it goes. Made it to the finals, so that's definitely a good sign in and of itself. Got about 10 seconds left on the polls. And polls are closed. Producer number 2, Lincoln the Crux, taking the first round of the finals, but it's not over yet. White Boy got another chance to redeem himself. 60 seconds, let's go.
My soul is on the line. The enemy has been hitting me hard. He's coming after everything that matters to me. He's coming after everything. So if he's coming after me, I'm coming after him.
That's nice. It makes me want to hear the original to that. Throwback to the Belly movie when you heard that in the intro. But yeah, Soul to Soul too. I mean, it's Soul to Soul, but most people recognize it from the Belly movie intro. Anyway, we're gonna go to Link and the Crux. Second beat of the finals. Let's see what happens. Is this gonna be a clean sweep or we going through a round 3? 60 seconds from Lincoln. Let's do it. So I was done. All right, Lincoln, second beat of the finals. We're going to find out right now. Does this stop right here? Or are we going to a round 3? We're going to go to the polls and find out. Exclamation vote space 1 for White Boy or exclamation vote space 2 for Lincoln the Crux. 60 seconds. Polls are now open. And you guys decide the fate of these two producers. But anyhow it goes, any way it goes, we shout out to the White Boy. We shout out to Lincoln the Crux. Both super dope. Both making it to the finals. As I said before, that in itself is a feat. So, they did their thing tonight. Shout out all the producers from all over the world tuning in. If you don't catch it now, catch it later on YouTube. And if you want to battle, if you think you can do what White Boy does and what Lincoln the Crux does, then step up to the plate. Register online at battleofthebeatmakers.com. Beat Economy 200, Beat Economy 500, or Beat Economy 1000. Pick your choice. Pick your poison. Which one you think you're ready for? Less than 10 seconds on the polls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Polls are closed. And drum roll. Lincoln the Crux takes it again. 2-time champ. Back-to-back champ. Shouts out Lincoln the Crux. Shouts out Botswana. Shouts out Africa. But also big up to my man White Boy for doing his thing. You made it to the finals. Salute you for that. Brought some heat tonight. The crowd was feeling what you brought. Lincoln just brought something a little bit hotter, and that's why he won tonight. So Lincoln the Crux is the returning, 2-time champ. So salute to you, Lincoln. Salute to Botswana, Africa. I see the producers over in Africa really turning up lately. So I don't know. And it's not Afrobeat. Afrobeat is usually what Africa is associated with, but there's a whole different subgenre of producers over there that I'm seeing that are coming up, and they rep in Botswana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, Senegal, Ethiopia, South Africa, all over. So it'll be interesting to see what else we got in store from the producers on that side of that side of the world, I should say. But that's it for tonight, folks. Definitely reach out to the producers. Anybody who you've heard tonight that you were impressed by, whether it was White Boy, Omar Wave, the man with many styles, First Owl, Prizewell, Kane Caleb, Uncommon, or Lincoln the Crux. Reach out to them. That's what it's all about. Shout out to the producers. Connect, collaborate, make music, make history, make magic. That's what this is all about. We're just giving you a platform. Many great producers have come before you on this platform. The Boy Wonders, the Wonder Girls, the T-Minuses, the Jordans, the Francis Scott Heats, 1985. A lot of producers. Gigs, who's in the chat right now. So there's a long list of producers. Shout out to all of them. Blank, Arthur MacArthur, Bijan Amir, so many producers. Shout out to all of y'all watching, all of y'all tuned in. Hope to catch y'all back on Thursday for Beat Economy 200. As I said, July we'll be bringing back the Beat Economy 1000. So if you think you're ready for that, putting up $100 to win 1,000, you will have guest judges for that. So you won't have, fans supporting you and voting for you. but you will have judges this time. So shout out to that. Any producer that's ready for that challenge, as I said, is Beat Economy 1000 coming back in July. But next week we got Beat Economy 200 on Thursday. I believe that is the 25th or 26th, 25th, I believe it is. 24th, one of those days. But anyway, tune in on Thursday for Beat Economy 200. And if you want to battleofthebeatmakers.com. My name is Clifton. I'm signing off. Peace until the next battle, y'all. Stay safe. And once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.